Alright, hello everybody, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. Spandy just could sit there and tell something's weird off on my character. Again, decided to switch the hairstyle. uh, Personally, this is actually probably the OG hairstyle, to be honest. Yeah, it is. I actually remember having this hairstyle for a while for this character. And then I switched it to that one that they released sometime during, I think it's a ferment. I think that's when they brought it. Um, Actually, I could probably show you guys why I ended up doing it. So give me a second. Yeah, so this was it, guys. Just look at this. See, I don't know what it is, but this hairstyle looks like it's actually, textured correctly and everything's like nice and even on it. Then you go to this one, blurriness. I know a couple times I was looking at this, I was just like, this looks really blurry. I don't know why. Like, I don't get why the textures look so off to me. It's just, like, look at it. It is. It's a low poly texture. I don't know why they went for this. You can even see it up there, too. Like, the only thing that looks tiny decent is probably the ears, but I assume that texture's been there so long it's hard to mess it up. I don't know, I get that. I noticed that with a lot of the hairstyles for this game. Like, look at this. It is. Just like half of them, some of them are blurry, some of them aren't. I don't know. Maybe if I point this out, maybe Square Enix will maybe update this. Because there's a couple of them that are really good. And then I wanted to use this one, but look how blurry that is. That's even worse than the other. It's like a PS3 level graphic. Jesus Christ. I don't know though. So, yeah. If anybody's curious as to why I switched it. But, yeah, look at him. He runs away. I don't remember. I don't think you guys got to see him yet. Yeah, the Estinian. Or... and the Estestican. I don't know how to say that word. That word's... I refer to them as a barber because I am low educated. Yeah, going with that. But yeah. Just with everything going on, it's been fun. Now let's hurry up and go ahead and complete this. Oh yeah, I'm not New Game Plus yet. But, yeah, I think I'm going to switch to this hairstyle for a while. I think I'm keeping this one again. I don't know why. It's the only one that like appeals to me at all. And it's not like I don't like the other one. The other one does look pretty cool. I just wish Square Enix would, like, I don't know, update a little bit of the textures for the hair. Like, I mean, just tap the hair a little bit. Like, give it a nice refined polish. A lot of people would appreciate it, I think. Oh yeah, we're in New Game Plus. Where is this at? Oh yeah, we gotta go back to the Coliseum. Is that's the one thing that's like a little bit of a turnoff for like some of those hairstyles to me. Because unless you have like a darker hairstyle that like hides it, you will see that easily. I just don't know though. I mean, in theory, there are certain things you could go do that can make it look better. But since it goes against TOS, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I really wouldn't recommend doing that. So that's the one thing I've seen people complain about. Like, you can go online and like get things to make it look better. I think everybody understands what I'm referring to, but certain mods. But I know in terms of TOS, if I remember correctly, Square Enix will shut that thing down real quick. At least if they find it out on your character. I don't think they mind people making mods, but they find out you're using them, they will throw you out. At least you'll get banned for a while. I was wondering when you'd show up, Hydaelyn. I hope you haven't made any plans for the day because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he decided to branch out the burgling to cold-blooded murder. Rumors are believed he claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Olden society. His limited faces has been cut enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene, leaving no doubt as the identity of the murderer. The message always saying, the weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the other thing my readers like more than a good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, Mystery has been selling like Holmes cakes. The only rub is that that's left me no time to look into the thief's last message until now. That is, shall we add in the hidden treasure of old Elizabeth? If there was anyone who could shed light on this, it's you know who to Sunsilk Tapestries. Oh, we gotta go outside. Goddamn it! Yeah, but I was actually looking like crazy trying to figure out, sit there and see if you're allowed to do any of that. So I guess you're not allowed. Like, and if you do it, it's a matter of keeping them updated, which some of the guys who make them don't really keep those things updated for mods that well. So it's kind of like you're kind of screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Because I think even then it's just like because you never know, they might implement a program that kind of can notice if there's changes going on overall, and then that could screw you over too. And if you've been like running on a character for a while, I just don't feel like getting banned. That or suspended. Well, now if it ain't my favorite venture and my favorite Mithril, I report along with tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company? I say, as much as I like to help two lovely ladies, I'm afraid you've found old woman at a loss. Old has more than its fair share of treasures, hidden and otherwise. I reckon Phantom could be just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got his eyes on, it's got the Sultan's sworn in a right dither. Word has it they found a regiment of their best and brightest to safeguard the royal vault from this very threat. All the sworn aren't like to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only way we've got. Come on, Hydaelyn. I'd say it's time to pay a visit to Heart of Sword. Oi, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourselves involved in this. Man of my business, develops a nose for danger. This time, the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put your pretty neck out there, risking to play hero. Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I am ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, Hydaelyn. Time is of the essence. That, I think they said that, or maybe they don't mind it. I don't remember how it works. All I can tell you is that I'm not doing it. I think it's easier just to go to Colosseum at this. Well, actually, no. Like the tapestry, is that up or beneath? Why are you going hidden for? There's no point in that. Oh, weird. Oh, but look at the game. That is up above? It is up above. Shiza. Okay, up above. I think the easiest route is to go back the way I came. Go south? Yes. Ah, my sinuses, they itch. Might sneeze. Getting real. Yeah, but I think besides that, I don't know. I don't know. As much as I'd like to download some of that stuff, I'm just like, I don't want to risk it. Like I said, the game doesn't really, like, my thing is that the game really doesn't need, like, redone completely. It's just, like, I like the look of this game. It's a beautiful game. There's just minor textures that I think if it was me, I would definitely try updating them. Even if it's a little bit, like, I don't know, maybe just refine the touch to it. You don't have to make it look, like, perfect. But if you can do it to these hairstyles, well, to some, why can't you do it to all of them? Where have I seen this man before? Hey, authorized personnel only. Oh, Salbugga. Me with the broadsword. It's a gentleman of light's adventuring companion and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithrai. Well, if it isn't self-styled War of Light, tell me, what tall tales did you spin to the Sultan so I recruited lad yourself in it? Only 12's honest truth, miss. See, that gentleman of light sending tall traffic that day moved me to the depths of me soul, like I vowed to put my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero, Master Hildibrand. The Sultan were impressed with my commitment and my sword arm, and they welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me you've come to assist Master Hildibrand in his investigation, haven't you? Cool, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the two ladies who united me with my role model. We'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best, and something of a history buff. It'd seem, when she heard that a thief was targeting the forest of Belladaya, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, aye? Pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from Mithrai, and you've heard we're researching Phantom Thieves Gates and would appreciate any information that may shed light on recent events. Pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie, and if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion friend here one Hydaelyn Zhed, yes? Yeah. No, Hydaelyn. Of course. As any regular reader of the Mithrai, I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand. Which one? So slowly, I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenary I've dealt with thus far. Inspector Breeden, always one step ahead of us. Sally Hydaelyn, a moment if you would. Right there, very good. Now face me and don't move an inch. Oh god. Ah, my eyes. Can't see. Inspector, what is that in your cough and a wheeze? Demasking dust, part of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mass left behind a vest of advance, able to affect composition and synthesize a counter agent that would dissolve the disguise while leaving the wearer's face intact. Oh god. In the event, it would appear the two of you were indeed who you appear to be. Garlean Empire families pulled the wolves over our eyes for the last time. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce dust are exceedingly rare. Even the entire resource on one at our disposal, we were only able to produce a limited supply. I see. Well, it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of old... what the hell is that? Last of the 4 lost relics of Beladiah. I fear not. I've bored throughout the history and time and again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference in an old prophecy. Most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. Darkness falls and hope fades to despair. 4 warriors born of light shall descend into the righteous glare. Legend goes on to describe 4 sacred relics, one each possessed by these 4 Beladian heroes, but makes no mention as to their appearance or nature. 3 times we've tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times has he foiled us by making off something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths. All artifacts of Beladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of finest assigned to protection. I have furnished all the guards with supply of demasking dust and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages. Black guard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasure within. You have our word, my lady. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry. So it's one of launched investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have far too occupied within the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We would be most grateful for any assistance you could offer. Lady asks and the gentleman answers. Oh god, Hildibrand's here. Cast all worry from your heart, my lady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinary has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. Is he gonna punch him? Especially to asking us is the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not always respond to me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly what I claim to be. Shame that. Mr. Hildibrand, we're not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders. Killers claim 3 victims thus far. The head of a publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than they were all influential figures in their respective circles, we cannot identify no common threads connecting the 3. Oh, this will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel, gutted with a great sword, strangled with subliminal mayhap. Pray that we will identify no pattern and invest the matter of plot. Now, 2 more events a week. We must take action quickly. So, my lady, clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm-renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice. Present hardening, indeed, Inspector Hildibrand, friend. Please take this Damascus dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I'll trust you put it to good use. Jesus Christ. We have someone, your assistant provided investigation greatly appreciated. The defense of the world to us. Gonna have light in the flesh. How has he even been a bit muscular and majestic as I remembered? You're weird. He may have 1,000 faces, but the inspector breathed into demasking dust. The masquerade will soon be over. And accompany me on yet another case, friend. I like your gusto. But if you're auditioning to be my assistant, I fear that role was already been filled most ably. Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly. Hydaelyn, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site of which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasamo. Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues. Clues that will not elude my gaze. Friends, let us be off. Pray alert me should you see anything suspicious. My ever-loyal associate, we must put Miss Phyllis's demasking dust to good use. Okay. I have to go outside. I feel in real life every time I go outside. I'm like, sunlight. Oh god. That's the only bad thing. I can only record this. I probably will stop recording around... I'd say 9:15. So I'll probably do 2 episodes. And then go look outside and see if there's anything. I gotta wait and see if this freaking grass dries off. I gotta go cut. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a pain though. My sinuses, they burn. Yeah, I love allergies, man. Allergies are amazing. I don't know why the hell they invented these things, but I wish they go away. Hey look, somebody just attained a couple levels. Poggers. Good for them. Still like this haircut. I don't know why. I always did like this style. I think this is the original one I kind of went with. No, actually, take it back. I think I had another one I got. Because it was the only one it would let me get. It was the only one that looked semi-decent. And then whenever I found this one, I got this. Flowers? How intriguing. Somebody gonna die. Oh, flowers, yes. It's becoming clear now. I've had to kill her with the flowers. Who in his hurry to escape carefully mislaid his way. Shut the hell up. So what do you think you're doing, eh? Eh? I'm the one who put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memory of my poor boy, ye dare defile his memory, eh? Eh? What the hell are you saying eh for 30 times? I'm done saying that for you. 1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my most sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you on my own dear mother's name that your son's killer will be brought to justice. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean... Leave this place. Run away while you can. Run far, far away. Run, it'll turn you into a zombie just like my poor boy. Oh, your poor boy. Living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense. Not nonsense, my boy. History. Have you not heard of the horrors of Silda? I hold a sibling nation against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood was shed by both sides, but I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy drop brewed by a Sildan alchemist, one with the power to turn the living into dead, that his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers, the traitors spurn. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But ye won't hear that from the Sultan Sworn. Thal alone know why, but they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects. Traitors spurn. I've heard the stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing, just who are we dealing with here? A Sildan, I'm sure of it. Only a Sildan would know the recipe. The last remnant Sildan died 4 centuries ago, you say? Ha ha ha, oh they did, ha ha ha. I'm not gonna scream like that. Called himself the Phantom Thief, he does, but did it ever occur to you that it might be an honest to God's phantom? Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma, I did, about the 4 relics of Belda and the power they hold, the power to exact justice. Petra Silda has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us all, and the 4 warriors of light forsaken us. My dear boy, if only you become a traitor like father, if only you kept your nose out of those history books and never so much as breathed the accursed name of Zelda, but you did, and you were doomed, 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 doomed. Oh god, she went crazy. That bitch crazy. Plain horse sons here somewhere. I can feel it in me follicles. Most potent hair talk the realm has ever seen. Aye, that it was. For all of a fortnight afore, my flowing locks fell out all over again. And just as I was chatting up my lovely young lass, it looks in just to twist the knife and extra ill. Montebac, charlatan, I'll find that so-called Inspector Hussar band and pull every last strand of hair from his bleeding skulls. That guy likes to be here a lot too. Look at him. I recognize that dress. Or should I say outfit? Change from Silda, living men turned to zombies. The old crone's lost not just her son, but her wits as well. Damn straight. It's all become clear to me now. The dear old woman's testimony has confirmed that which I suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away drawn French, Hildibrand, agent of Incarnate, Inspector Stornaz has peeled away the false scab and serving to reveal truth then. Open your ears and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. A hymn. Our fantasy is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul that it might abandon vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. What is the true nature of the Spectre's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to change its rancor. Let us begin our search at Thaumaturge's Guild. Doubtless its homes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations. Howson, the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Silda might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need. Count on me, Inspector Broden. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye. Much obliged to keep him out of my way, ID, and I have some real investigating to do. Free of distractions. Oh no, he come back. He come back, he caught problem, he do things. It's always fun looking. I love stairs. Gotta keep her going, gotta keep her going. I was glad I finally had some time to play this again. I've been actually itching to play some Final Fantasy. And redoing, getting more of these Hildibrand quests done. Goes to be good. Your adventure saved me back the ruins, researching the ancient world in Silda. Are you? Why, I'm pleased to say much more past familiar with ancient history. To understand the history of sibling nations, one must go further back still to the birth of the mother nation, Beldea. The Thestral era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and avarice bred resentment. It culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which swallowed once proud nations, left a battered wasteland in its wake. Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forced to leave their homelands or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Hydaelyn, where they found the nation of Beldea, some 8 centuries ago. And imagine a government by mages, and for mages. What wonders have been brought had Beldea survived to this very day? Alas, this was not to be. Huh, it's actually kind of cool. So, a nation founded on mages. I'll say it's every day someone comes to our halls to research Silda. As a fellow student in history, though, I welcome the conversation. Beldean civilization flourished in relative peace until the twin sons were born to the royal family. Two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed they had the right to heir to the throne. The latter son willing to relinquish the claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming twin nations of Ulda and Silda, but not unlike the two proud princes. Sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Ooh. Greetings, traveler. You will learn of the war between Old and the fallen Sultan Silda. It would be my pleasure to enlighten you. Two city-states coexisted for several generations till the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Ulda emerged victorious, leaving its one proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the history tells it, the battle fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Ulda's superior numbers, Silda alchemists devised the most horrific stratagem. Employing a frightful formula known as traitor's burn, they brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have said that it is employed by the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it. No? Truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors. Now is the last one? Yes, the last one's in the back. Yeah, look. Everybody trying to be a thaumaturge. What'd you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Olda and Silda. I suppose I could spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. 2 scales, one of gold and one of silver. The gold of Olda, weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Silda, weighing knowledge and power. Weighing prosperity and power, weighing knowledge and power. But the power sought by the 2 nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Olda and prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power of Silda was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him a mindless killing machine. In this matter, histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does the say of the words written within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle as the shifting sands. As one example, did you not know the war against Silda, Olda, and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded past in an ancient text buried deep in our archives. Yet in histories read by populace, you would see no mention of this most fascinating fact. Might be someone at some time deemed this particular truth less than convenient. But I said enough already. What I read there is that to the victor goes the spoils. To the victor, he also gets to write the history. It's kind of sad, ain't it? My ever loyal associate, tell me what you've learned from your questioning the scholars in these halls. All hell broke loose. Indeed, as it happens, I've learned much the same. Let's take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. War of Secession divides the great civilization of Beldea, giving rise to sibling nations of Olda and Silda. 2 nations coexist for some generation until ill blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Olda's superior military might, Silda employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transform their own citizens, alive and dead, into fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our Fantasy is a descendant of doomed Silda, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sildan statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief and perish for the suffering he has wrought. Brilliant plan. Perhaps you'd like to go find yourself a shovel and dig the statesman out of his grave yourself. Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some link to Silda. His garish robe is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen sultan. Silda connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Beldian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the eye of our adversary? Few people in town spoke of a man sighted calling upon the victims in past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightened air about him. And yes, coming to me, of course, my keen investigator's senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man is Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something. I really should stop thinking so hard. You'd like to share a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who's the man and where we might find him? Source identified the man as Gira, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit? Sure. Let's go to Horizon. It's gonna be fun. How much fun it would be to go back to level 1. Can you tell me the Master Gaga's testimony will be key to a monumental breakthrough in our investigation? Yes, I shall employ the ancient Mandeville on a parlay to skillfully extract information we require. Yes, we got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to waste chatting with every stranger who passes by. Yes, good sir, my name is Ellie, a reporter of Mithril, never blinking, all seeing, you know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with just a few questions. Was it for love or money that you killed him? Yes, you, the thief of many faces. Me, a thief? What nonsense is this? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got time to patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits. Thought I recognized that voice. Major DeRilda, well met indeed. Pray tell, what brings you to these environs of a fair evening? Well, I live here in you ham-headed half-wit. I expect to help Brandon. This is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business for my associate here, pray tell? Yara, we can discuss business after. Pray let the inspector hear the handsome one, whatever insistence he requires. Lady Derilda, what about? Ah, yes, my dear, Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Stime's latest seasonal collection. You'd be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Olda myself? I'll say it once more, Guria. I expect you to give the inspector and expand your full assistance. Then yes, even the stupid one. Help me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Even the stupid one. I wonder which one that is. Alright, I'll tell you what I know, but you didn't hear it from me. Got it? I was looking into the killer on behalf of a client of mine. He's got himself some of that zombie's dust. The traitor spurn, was it? And it's hard to speak of 5 victims. It got me to thinking. Soda, 5 victims? Aye, the Arbiter's Truth. Arbiter's Truth? I'm not familiar with the name. Aye, if you would be, on account of them being some of a secret society and all. Influential personage of Solnet, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about Olda and Soda conflict from reaching the ears of folk like you and me. False knowledge, pray tell, but what sort of knowledge might that be? Those balls don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed. Very well, just tell me one last thing. Who hired you and where can we find him? Hob, his name's Hob. When he heard that, what I said, I told him that he was going to set sail for Lemza with his best swords to guard his back. Said there were many prying eyes there, shipdock. Said he had a private ship docked away from at Vessel Bay, but remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. Man, Hob must be one of the killer's targets. That was the also. Oh god, I was the remaining one. I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secret they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how that all works, but Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had been all zombified, he panicked as he knew that he'd be next. Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Mandeville art of parley has procured for us a key morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this Hob fellow and see what he can share with us. Let us hurry. The man's life is in danger even as we speak. Poor bastard. I would hear what this hot fellow say. Come, my ever loyal associate, let us away to Vesva Bay with speed. I fly. I keep wondering if I should try to go get another mount. Like, I like this one because this one's funny, but I need more. I need a cool one. Although the only problem is to try to get a cool one, you gotta actually work for it. And I don't feel like working for it. Yeah, look at that guy. Master Hob, is everything quite alright? No, stand back, Ellie. Hunger for your brains. Zombie. Yeah, there's no saving a man out here and do what you must. Yes, but first-hand knowledge only tells you a particular shade of green is unequivocally that of the dead. It would seem we were a few moments late to the scene. Message, and then there was one. There it is again. Something in the matter, Inspector? Indeed, not sure there is. Ever since I picked up the trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense, the sense that someone or something is watching us. The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful. For the moment, let's return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, the identity of its members may yet lead us to the final victim. I too had best return to the Mithrai. Let's meet up again after I'll see the new clue, or after I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime. You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone. Inspector, I'll go with you. Insist not you, then I give you my leave, but pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know. Sally, there's something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe. Promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the friend took aim at my own life. Your life inspect. Ah, oh yeah, Coast of the Soul. Yes, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Yeah, even my character turns away and goes, I'll be careful. I promise I eagerly wait the day when I hear what it is you would share with me. Secret vow? Oh, consider my interest piqued as well, good inspector. Let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report. Okay. I still find it funny just seeing my character lift their head up going. I love this game. But unfortunately, we went a little bit, I think, over on time. So what we're ending up going to do is that I'll probably jump cut this so you guys can just get it where I'm back in the end. So jump cut. All right, everybody. So we are back inside the Vundas of the inn. So with that, all I have to say is this: please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, everybody, we will go back, talk to Miss Phyllis, see if there's anything else we can learn. But more importantly, I will be seeing you guys all next time. Thanks.